As I've been embarking on my second journey as a regional councillor, sort of newborn again in 2022, I've been taking some time to get to learn about the issues in our community. As a regional councillor, it's allowed me to focus sort of in one area versus having worn two hats before, one as a mayor and a regional councillor. And as I've become reacquainted with issues and also, issues that have become more prevalent in our community, was pretty clear and obvious to me, as it is to many of you joining tonight, that the drug crisis in our community is ever growing and ever concerning for all of us, and vitally important that we see what we can do. I mean, some of us always, we have this view, well, if we're all in it together, we can get it done right away and get it done quickly. But as I've learned in speaking with people like the speakers you hear tonight, like Michael Parkinson and Jeff Bardwell and Sarah Escobar, Kathy Moreland and Shar Lee, this is a crisis that has been building and ever present in our community for a long period of time. And it's not something that's going to be resolved quickly. It's something that is going to take some time to evolve. And by starting to share information, like the information I was starting to gather, I thought it was important to share that with community members and hearing from people who are, I would say, frontline warriors in this battle that we have with our drug crisis in Waterloo region. And that's really the purpose of tonight, is to hear from these people and have them share the information with all of you that I've been hearing about. This will be the first of other community town halls on this topic, with the hope that down the road, we can start to see what sort of strategy can be developed in our community. We've had lots of successes over the last few years, like our CTS and the adoption of naloxone in the community, but there's more that can be done. It's just a matter of how do we get around to doing that. But before I get started, I just want to just read a land acknowledgement. Now that we have more people on, I just want to take a moment to reflect. And I just like to begin by acknowledging the Indigenous peoples of all the lands that we're on today. While we meet today on a virtual platform, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the importance of the lands which we call home. We do this to reaffirm our commitment and responsibility in improving relationships between nations and to improving our own understanding of local Indigenous peoples and their cultures. From coast to coast to coast, we acknowledge the ancestral and unceded territory of all the Inuit, Métis, and First Nations people that call this land home. So please join me in a moment of reflection to acknowledge the harms and mistakes of the past, and to consider how we are and can each, in our own way, try to move forward in a spirit of reconciliation and collaboration. Just take a moment, please. All right, thank you very much. Now, so the format will be, we're going to hear from the speakers. I'll do a short introduction from each of the speakers. They're going to speak for about 7.5 to 8 minutes, up to 8 minutes. We have a chat going on as well, where people can ask some questions. At the end of each presentation, I will ask them a few questions, and then we'll have an opportunity at the end for some people to ask questions, and even for some people to provide some thoughts if they wish. And we're going to do this up until 8:30 when the town hall is done.